Bombshell news today as multiple governors have decided today's the day. They're rescinding the COVID-19 pandemic restrictions, like Governor Abbott in the state of Texas. He says the Lone Star State is open for business, and he means it. He's also getting rid of the mask mandate. We're going to hear from him in just a moment, but he's not alone. The governor of Mississippi is also getting rid of some of the restrictions put in place during the pandemic. So what do you think? Is this great welcome news, or is it too much too soon? We're going to get into some of the particulars in just a moment, but let's start with Texas Governor Abbott talking today to some assembled folks where he said, it's over, we're getting back to business, and we're getting rid of the mask mandate.
So today, I'm issuing a new executive order that rescinds most of the earlier executive orders. Effective next Wednesday, all businesses of any type are allowed to open 100%.
Obviously, some friendlies in the audience you can hear. The press wouldn't be applauding like that.
That includes any type of entity in Texas. Also, I am ending the statewide mask mandate.
To more applause, that is Governor Greg Abbott of Texas today. And he says not only are we getting rid of the restrictions on business, but also the mask mandate at the same time, which might be a bad idea, but we'll talk about that in a moment. In Mississippi, the governor is rolling back COVID-19 restrictions. Governor Tate Reeves is lifting mask mandates and allowing businesses to operate at full capacity without any state-imposed rules. The governor's latest executive order expires at 5 p.m. on Wednesday of this week. He says it's going to be one of his last executive orders regarding COVID-19. He says hospitalizations have plummeted. Case numbers have fallen dramatically as well. In fact, our case numbers have fallen to the point where no county meets the original criteria for a mask mandate. Now, in Mississippi, they will keep what they call a K-12 mask mandate, and social distancing will still be ordered in the state of Mississippi, but it's fading fast unless you live in California. Gavin Newsom, governor of California, two-word response to Texas lifting the mask mandate and lifting all the restrictions on businesses. Absolutely reckless. Is Newsom right or is Abbott right? Who's in the right here? Let's look at the data. Here is the state of Texas. You can see their new cases have plummeted over the last couple of weeks, just like every other spot in the country. And more importantly, hospitalizations have plummeted because we have better ways of dealing with this, and we have the vaccine rolling out there right now, which is excellent news that everybody should be thrilled with. The one problem I see is this. While I'm all for every state immediately getting businesses back open and monitoring how the new case positive percentages go over the next couple of weeks, to do that and get rid of the mask mandate at the same time could be problematic for Abbott. Here's why. If Abbott sees a big spike in cases or hospitalizations of COVID-19 in Texas, trust me, the press is going to be all over him. They will say that this man right here has blood on his hands. They will blame every single death or hospitalization on him. You know that the media will do this. Certainly they'll do it to Governor Abbott in Texas or the governor in Mississippi. But if he's successful, if the numbers don't spike, if the mask mandate going away doesn't have a big impact on it, he looks like the first out of the gate, the first domino to fall. Trust me, at some point, every other state will do this. It's only a question of when is the right time to remove these restrictions on businesses and people. I'm a firm believer that people know their own risks. I think that people who are scared of COVID-19 will continue to wear masks for the foreseeable future. If they have pre-existing conditions and haven't yet gotten the vaccine, I'm imagining they'll limit their social interactions. I imagine they don't need a governor in most cases to tell them to do that. So, will we see a big spike here? Is this a boneheaded move on behalf of the governors of both Texas and Mississippi? Or is Gavin Newsom the one that is absolutely reckless by keeping so many things in place that a year later, Disneyland is still closed in California as Disney World rages in Florida, and we see no big difference in the hospitalization rates or anything else in both of those states. What do you think? Give me your thoughts. I know you will. And by the way, If you're not following the page, take just a moment to do that right now if you don't mind. It's at The News Junkie on Facebook. Just click that follow button. You're probably already right here. Just click follow. It'll take a second of your time and to get a video every single day. Over on YouTube, click subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.